Hey Salty Peeps, so I'm here currently at Union Square and I decided to do a new little sort of adventure where I'm going to basically bombard, not harass, but bombard other plant parents and ask them a few questions, get a little bit interpersonal with them and see how much of a plant addict are they. So I'm currently in front of Fantastic Gardens and also there's Petal Plants, which are two big popular sort of market plant shops here in the city, and they're open honestly every single day, but of course the market is really prim and like just vibrant on Saturday. So today is Saturday and I decided, you know what, let me take my Salty Peeps and ask other plant parents these very invasive questions. So let's go. So hi, welcome to HauzPlant. That's my, are you good? Okay. Yeah. So I have a few questions to just ask plant parents. I'm at Petal Plants and Fantastic Gardens. The first question is, how are you guys doing today on this Saturday?
Yeah, we're doing really good.
You're doing good? Yeah. So how long have you been collecting houseplants?
I believe, probably, I guess for me, like the pandemic. Yeah, it's probably since 2020, but I feel like
my whole life.
Your whole life. Okay,
yeah.
I love that. All right, so what's the most expensive plant you've ever purchased? Especially since you're a pandemic parent, and I think pandemic parents are just like gung-ho about it.
I feel like it's whatever the one that we bought in like Jenner. When, It was like,
I'm from California.
And so we were driving down like Highway 1 and we stopped at this like succulent store. What was it though? I'm totally blanking.
It was a giant succulent. I forget the name.
Sorry. No, I honestly think it was just like a collection of succulents all in one, but it was because of the vase that it was in. It was like a vintage like type one or whatever, and so she had charged that, and I think it was close to like,
it was around $50.
which is which is honestly like, I feel like it's supposed to be more expensive, but
that's a good amount.
I would also say we're like pretty, especially growing like and spending like quarantine stuff in California. Everything is like, I guess plant wise a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's how I feel. Okay. And we were able to find and stuff like that.
So $50. That's and for a succulent, I think that's a nice amount.
Cool too.
Okay.
It was huge. Now that I'm thinking about it, I missed that one.
Yeah.
It was
I couldn't bring it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, have you ever hidden a plant purchase from a significant other or parent?
I was a little worried bringing that one home. My daughter talked me into it.
Yeah, I talked her into it.
It was a little excessive for a succulent. Okay. We already have like 10 succulents.
Okay.
So, but I thought about it.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, just get over it.
Yeah, we just did it.
Just do it. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna say? Like, take it out like the cat? Like, send it to Plant ASPCA?
Yeah.
No. Okay. All right. So you have thought about it, but you just.
But I just sucked it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So next question. Do you think you have a problem with plants, like with plant collecting, with plant purchasing?
When I lived with her during the pandemic, yes.
It was really...
We had a problem.
She gardens a lot, and I would say there's definitely an issue there, because it's like, okay, we only have so much room, and what are we adding? Yeah. Right. And I just moved, and so we're looking for plants right now to add, because I have a balcony for the first time.
Because she actually has a balcony.
Yeah, and so it's about to be a problem in there for sure, but
no, yes, definitely. I find myself, because I have a garden in addition to all this beautiful, oh my gosh, I have the most beautiful backyard. I bought it that way. I'm so lucky. So I had like a peach tree and the best peaches. Oh my gosh. And just the flowers just blooming. It's just gorgeous. So yes, I have to tell myself, you have to limit yourself. You can only plant so much and take care of so much. I definitely have had to scale back.
So do you have like a financial limit, or is it the amount of plants? Because I know in regards to like collecting plants for myself especially, I can buy a plant in a 1-inch pot, and I'm like, I have plenty of space, to add more 1-inch pots. But then when you buy something in a large 6-inch pot, you have to like double think, like, oh, when I repot it, will I have space for a bigger pot? So when you limit yourself, how do you limit yourself? By the amount of plants or by the price of plants?
The amount.
The amount. Okay. In one sitting, or in a weekly sitting, or monthly?
Around the planting time, I
feel like it depends on the season, yeah.
Because I was even bad when they came in town for my birthday. We went at a farmer's market in California, and I ended up buying more tomato plants.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I've got to stop. And so I was like, okay.
Because I whenever I go home, I usually repot.
Yeah.
And so I'm like the repotter.
She
and so
helps
definitely
me
that's
out
when
with
it's like,
that.
all right, we don't have enough. To me, I'm like, if you have the pot, you have with the plant.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's how it goes. So
during 2020, the pandemic, I wanted to repot plants.
Yeah.
And again, I think that's when everybody else decided, like, I'm home, I want to grow plants. There were no terracotta plants at any Home Depot and Lowe's that I've gone to.
really,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like a shortage for months, and I'm like, this is insane. I was getting really upset.
Yeah.
Like, it was impossible, at least in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
It was like impossible to find. I think went to 4 different locations, and they're not close together. To find maybe a 4-inch terracotta pot to 8-inch terracotta pot, not possible.
so interesting.
crazy.
Not possible at all.
That's crazy.
It was,
Wow.
yeah. All right, so next question I have, I don't want to keep you all too long. We're going down the list really fast. What's the worst plant care advice you've ever received or you've ever read online?
I'm gonna let you go this one because I feel like Nana said something.
I know. I feel like my mother said something because she's always telling me that there's too many flowering bush things planted together, and I'm like, butt out. You know, I love it. I don't care that they're all jam packed in there because they bloom and they flower and they're gorgeous.
That sounds amazing.
She tells me that I need to
Space them out.
Yeah, I have too much going on.
Nana, come on. Let her enjoy her hobby. It's the beauty of it all.
Every time she visits, she says it again. She goes by this one section. You need to pull that, and I'm like, no, this is my.
Where am I
house.
going to put it, Nana?
I know.
Yeah, where's she gonna?
You need to make it fuller.
Yeah,
That's what it needs to
I'm sorry,
do.
it blooms and it's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous.
What kind of flower is it? Are they?
I don't even know what the one is called, which is embarrassing.
It's
The other
okay.
one's a hibiscus.
I love hibiscus, the tea and the flower. All right, there are 3 more questions. What is your favorite plant in your current collection? And you can split it between the both of you.
Oh, well, I'm about to restart my collection.
Okay.
So
What happened to the previous collections?
I
If you
just
don't
like
mind.
my current apartment. I just didn't have the space my roommate had
okay.
did, so I'm either gonna get a hanging plant or
Okay.
I'm gonna restart up my succulent. But I like they always sell like the heart shaped ones here, and I've
Okay.
been wanting to get like a
heart-shaped
couple of those. I don't know if
Okay.
you ever seen them. It's just like the heart shaped
Or
succulent.
they have the heart-shaped bamboo plants.
I know, but I don't want a bamboo plant. Like that's just like a lot of work. Well, whatever. Look, we're talking about plants again. At least that's for me. But I feel like one of my favorites was we love like the pea-sized succulents, the ones that like hang over. Like those are always a favorite. And then what
I
else?
have the banana succulent.
Okay.
I love that.
So the string of pearls, the string of bananas,
Yeah.
the string of
Bananas.
dolphins,
And then that giant one that I got recently. I don't even know what it's
Oh, yeah.
called.
Serapegii.
It's huge. It's
Probably. We're
purple.
terrible. Sorry.
Purple. She's gorgeous.
Okay, maybe Strandiscantia like that. But that's not a succulent. It's more of a foliar.
We were also talking about how we miss growing like elephant.
Okay.
Like, ones-
Ears.
yeah, and like I have my
Elephant
balcony's
ears.
big enough that maybe I would.
They have a couple of cute ones over there.
I know. That's why I was like.
I like the prices at this market a lot.
I know. Yeah, because we were gonna compare because we saw that one. And I was like, let me
Yeah,
see this.
yeah.
But yeah, I know. Sorry, I wish we were better about our names.
It's
but
okay, don't worry.
We come with little nicknames for them. I'm like, okay.
What about you? What is your favorite plant in your collection?
That giant one that I don't know the name.
Oh.
But no, I wanted the pearls so
Okay.
bad. The little tiny pearl
Yeah,
ones.
mhm.
And then when we went to that succulent lady, and she only had one in her collection,
Mhm.
and she was like, "Oh, that one's sold." I was like, "You got to be kidding me!"
Why
We're
is it
in
still
Jenner,
here?
California, which is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And so when I went back, like 3 months later, she had one, so I was happy about that. So yeah,
She knows what her clientele likes.
yeah. I have way too many succulents right now, big ones too.
I love succulents.
I know.
So, what is your wish list plant if you had no limit of how much to spend on it?
Oh my God! I saw one. Okay, do you know that one plant store in like it's kind of like by like Domino Park, like when you're walking there, and it's right next to the coffee
Greenery
place.
Unlimited.
Yeah, I went there pre-pandemic, and there was this, I forget the name of the plant. Oh my gosh, I literally forget it, and it was like so gorgeous. It was like $400, and I literally
What
was
does
like,
it look like? Describe it.
I think it was just like I love anything really leafy.
Okay.
But I feel like, I guess wish list is just more like the leafier the better, but it's like with
Okay.
our apartments, it's like the more leaf I add, I feel like the less space I have.
true,
and so
true,
it's like,
true.
now that I have that balcony, I know I wish I had a name. I don't know if you have-
Monsteras, maybe.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it was
elbow,
that.
variegated.
I'm like,
Does it have some white in it?
yeah, I think I had like a little bit of a couple white flecks
Yeah.
or whatever. I'm even like,
It might be a Thai constellation or just a regular elbow, if
Yeah.
you're thinking. But it depends because there's so many. Like, if I know what it is, like, if I seen it, I could tell you what it is.
I'm
But
like looking and I'm like trying to think, but it's like that, and then also whatever they grew in front of the little beach house. I always love that one pink plant.
I know. I don't know.
And I don't know the name. It was random. Sorry, we're from Houston, and
okay.
Originally, yeah.
I know we're like,
don't worry,
Yeah,
don't
but,
worry. You're like real
I would
plant
love to have
parents.
a giant bottle brush tree. Because like that, I mean, that is. I just saw some in Balboa in Balboa Island, California.
Okay.
I don't even know how long that would take to grow. You know, because I just have the bush.
Yeah.
And I've had it for 3 years, and it's still like this big.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would love something like that. I can't even imagine what that would cost. A bottle brush tree.
Bottle brush tree. I've never heard of
oh,
them.
you should look it
Oh
up.
my
Yeah,
God, they're
I feel
red,
like
and
they
got
might be
little,
just to
they
the
look like a
coast.
bottle brush, like you would clean like baby
Really?
bottles with.
Yeah.
But the tree is magnificent. I mean,
It is really
it's like
stunning.
it's like it's just magnificent. I can't even imagine what that.
I've
would
actually
cost.
never seen one on the East Coast, and it always makes me sad. But I know they're definitely there.
It's hard for us to like grow anything that is worthwhile. So last question is, if you were to discover a new plant species, what would you name it?
Oh,
Oh my god, great cue.
Especially since names are pretty hard to like remember. And it's easier when we give them nicknames, but I think there's so many nicknames for the same plant.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Do you have one off the top of your head? It's like, I feel like it just would depend. I don't know. I also feel like I'm pretty like basic. Like it's like with like pet names. Like let's
Yeah,
say your
give it-
cat has like
give it a pet
spots.
name.
You just be like Spotty, or you just be like
What would you name
Ollie?
this if this is the first time you ever like
I
noticed
ever
it?
saw that?
Yeah.
Is that a mother-in-law's tongue or whatever?
Yeah, like it's snake
That's
plant,
the name for it.
Dracaena,
Oh, that's
Dracaena,
really good.
Sansevieria, mother-in-law's tongue.
No, my
But-
mother gave me one of those and I killed it, which I was shocked, but I killed it.
I don't know what I would name that. Do you know what you would name that if you didn't know the name?
No, I think it's funny that mother-in-law's tongue. It was
That's-
like that, I guess
yeah.
that's the nickname for it. It's like because it's like sharp and stuff like that. I know.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm like supposed to be creative for a living, and I literally don't.
It's okay.
I don't know.
Off the top of your head.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess I would just call it like. I mean, to me, it kind of almost is like a zebra type. Like,
Okay.
quality to it.
Sylvia
So,
zebra.
Zebra, like, what you do zebra tongue? No, you do like a zebra tongue instead. Yeah, but yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I mean, even like I would, like to me, like I would. Like we always love touching these because they're like soft.
Yeah,
to be like,
the bear
softy.
paws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like to me these look like green beans.
Okay.
But it's like
So this would be a Mr. Softy. This would be green beans.
yeah, like you could go like greeny beanie, like
Greeny
something
beanie.
like that. Like I
Oh,
know.
this could be puppy ears.
Oh, those are
Oh,
cute.
that is
Puppy
puppy ears would be
ears.
good. Yeah, that was good, Mom. Yeah.
Puppy ears.
That's cute.
Well, God, I wish I was more creative.
You guys were really creative. This was fun. Thank you so much. And those are all the questions that I had to ask. A little bit of laugh. And yeah, I will post this on my social media. You could catch me on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. I'm a plant creator, so
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
What's your
handle
username?
HauzPlant houseplant.
Oh,
And
oh, that's so fun. Okay, so HAUZ.
yeah,
Plants.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
We'll
so
definitely look you up then.
thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
And
much.
what's your names?
I'm Bianca.
Hi, Bianca. Hi, Kathleen, Bianca. I'm Pam from HauzPlant. Thank you all, and I hope you enjoy your shopping. And thank you. This was so fun. Thank you. All right. So, what is the worst plant care advice you've ever received, or you've ever read about?
All plant care advice is nonsense. I just have to find it out myself. You read one site that says do this, the other site that absolutely.
Have you ever received?